I failed 4 times. Yeah, one time because of my study, 3 times because there is no communication when the school exam will start, when they are going to call for examination dates, that things and all. So when I stayed in my village, usually I go for labor, the area. I go and earn money and I give my father and mother. My father and my mother, my father is almost patient actually because his mother died when he is 3 years. So he grown in other houses only, my relatives' houses only. That's what he was not taken any care of his life. So around 45 years aged, he died actually. That time I was in 18 years. 18 years. He died. So after I failed SLC, my cousins are here in Bangalore. They have migrated 40 years back here. They are all working here in the BBMP, Bangalore Mahanagara Palika. They are sweepers here. So how they brought me here? In my whole family, I am the first person studied up to 10th standard.
Whole area itself.
Whole area. So these people who are here, my cousins, my relatives, they thought he is the highest study person in our community. Why can't we give my child to him for marriage? Like that they thought. They are all my mother relatives actually. They are not my father relatives, my mother relatives. So they brought me here. Actually, I don't know this calculation and all. Why they brought here, what purpose they brought here, I don't know. Their calculation is that they want to brought me here, they want to provide me a job, and they want to marry their daughter. This is their plan actually. Then I came here. They put me job in the city market, Kalashpalayam, here, Bangalore. What job? That garbage picking there. That is the sanitary sweeper. That sweeper means not a sweeper. Sweeper have somehow at least sweeping road straight. That is different. If it is that, I can continue that job. That is very dirty garbage to pick in the lorry and shifting. Very bad smell. Nobody can't stand there. But my brothers are doing that work. My cousin brothers. They have taken me.
But you don't do this job in Andhra Pradesh?
No.
In Anandapur, nobody does the scavenging.
Nobody. They brought me here and they.
There, nobody does scavenging.
Yes, they are doing scavenging. My.
So 1 minute. Okay, na. So that in Anandapur, which caste does sweeping?
No. Anandapur, Madigas are the major.
Tamil speaking Madhyas or?
No, Telugu speaking.
Telugu speaking or Hindi people are there? Hindi speaking people?
No. Now I think few people. They have migrated from Gujarat and Haryana, that side.
Okay.
Valmiki community people
is there.
But very less.
Okay.
Very less. Majority of the Madigas only doing the sweeping, manual scavenging.
There. In Anandapur.
That area. So these people taken and put that to job. So 2 days I worked with my brother. But second day I escaped from that job. I escaped their place at all. I can't tolerate. Very bad smell. That is it's mutton market actually. That mutton very bad smell is putting. No, that I need to shift to lorry. So 2 days somehow I managed with my brother. Then I didn't told my brother. I escaped from that area and I catch some here there street children like my friends. So I went somewhere and I will stay there. Then I started some new work in Bangalore.
You didn't go home to Anandapur?
No, I didn't.
Why?
No, I came for job purpose only.
Okay.
Again going there and what to do.
You didn't go for 11th, 12th?
No, I will tell you next.
Okay.
So then I went with some friends area. Daytime staying in Lalbagh. Lalbagh is one of the biggest garden in Bangalore. That time there is no fees and all actually. Now there entry fees and all it is there. So here there like that I time passed some time. Then some people I got introduced, and they were taken me and put me in the Niman's hospital. That is also daily wage. That is also sweeping, cleaning job only, but little dignified. It's because hospital, na? That's why. So 1 year I started work there. Second year, with all the, like me, there are 90 youths are there. All are Dalits only. So we started union there. Union. We went to the director and we met them. See, we are working last for 1 year. Needs to make a permanent our job. Like that, this discussion started. So later, so many friends introduced, and we struggled that thing. One day, suddenly, these people told me that why can't we call for strike? Suddenly. So we went in front of the director office. We sat there. 2 days we sat there. He didn't bother about thing. Suddenly, third day, he dismissed all the people. All. Because we don't know what is the norms, rules, all those things. They knows only that. So they have dismissed. So then what to do? Again I came out from there also. By the time when I worked there, 2 years there, I introduced one doctor. I don't know where she, but she is talking Telugu. She is one of the pediatric surgeon. She support me to join the Operation Theatre Technology School, technician school. That is 2 years course. Some 4,000 rupees she was given from her pocket, free. You are looking like a little intelligent. Why can't you join this school and learn something like that? So I went there. I studied 1 year practical, 1 year theory, second year practical. 2 years I completed. So I became an operation theatre technician.
Which was this year?
Huh?
Year?
89, 90. 89, 90.
You are not married?
At that time I was. I am bachelor. Then during that course, I got introduced lot of surgeons, good surgeons in the Bangalore. So they have picked me and they have given the job in private hospital. There is one cancer hospital there in Double Road. I joined there. That is a good cancer hospital, a big cancer hospital also. So around 10 years I worked there. 10 years. In the end of the period, one professor told me to join the government hospital because you have a good future. Why can't you join? So I went there and I have taken application, all those things. I got job. Of course, it is not permanent job. It is a daily wages job. Daily wages. Maybe it will go into permanent shortly. So 1.5 years I worked. Good salary, good work. Everything is good. In meantime, when I was in the Bangalore, when I was in the training, when I worked in 10 years in private hospital, in the meantime, most of the time I am with the community. Half day I am working in the hospital, half day I am going to community. Because when I was in the hostel, I introduced all Dalit struggle, the Professor B. Krishnappa, who is the founder of Dalit Sanghar Samiti in Bangalore. He is used to come our hostel, he stay there, and we are all serving food him, and his speeches. He heard, I know.
When you are studying?
When he was there.
But you are studying in Anandapur, right?
No, Tumkur.
Oh, Tumkur. Oh, Tumkur he also. Oh, okay.
Tumkur. My native district is Tumkur.
Okay.
Anantapur is that village which I born.
Okay.
That village, my father was there, no? That is the village in Anantapur district.
Okay.
Neighbor village is Karnataka.
Oh, okay.
We migrate from there to here. That's why. So Tumkur.
So that your studies, everything was in Tumkur?
Tumkur.
Okay.
Tumkur. So like that I got a close introduction with the movements, social movements. So that is also I stayed in Bangalore. No? So several leftist movements are here. So I went slowly there. I got introduction. So I am working with the voluntarily, distributing handbills and putting the wall posters, tying the banners, this. Several workshops, several meetings I am participating. So like that I increased my knowledge about the community development and the issues, Dalit atrocity, untouchability, these all the things actually. And also, most of my parents are scavengers. I told you, my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, they are all brought me here. They have provided job, that scavenging job. This is all my background. So finally, I thought, why can't I work for these causes? See, most of the time, if I work, I can get 19,000, 20,000. That is different. So that's what I decided in 2000. I left my job.
But when did you were permanent?
1991.
You were permanent. 2000 you resigned. 9 years you worked.
No, not 9 years. 99, 2000.
Oh, okay, okay.
2 years.
2 years, okay.
2 years ago. Then nobody told me like that. You have to leave job, you come and work community like that. Nobody was told. Any friends, anybody's never told. Independently I decided.
But did anybody say don't do this?
Yeah, some of the doctors told, not our people. Some of the senior doctors, surgeons, they told actually. My godfathers there are. They told actually. That అమాయకుడా ఎందుకురా చేస్తున్నావు నువ్వు ఇది చేసుకునే ఏమైనా చేయొచ్చురా మీ కమ్యూనిటీకి అని చెప్తున్నారు. దెన్ ఐ డోంట్ నో, ఐ డింట్ లిసన్ దట్. నో సార్, ఐ వాంట్ టు గో అండ్ వర్క్. Something I want to work, something I want to change my community. I can see my life there only, something. I can mobilize some resource there only. I can go అని చెప్పేసి రాజీనామా పెట్టి వచ్చేసాను. అప్పుడు నాకు చెప్పాను కదా, 1 lakh rupees వచ్చినాయి నాకు డబ్బులు, నా ప్రావిడెంట్ ఫండ్ అది ఇది అని చెప్పేసి. ఆ 1 lakh rupeesలో 1 year ఏమీ పని లేక ఫుల్ కమ్యూనిటీ పని చేశాను. బాగా ట్రావెల్ చేశాను అందరు అన్ని పనులకి. సెవరల్ విలేజెస్, సెవరల్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్, తాలూక్స్, మూమెంట్స్, ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్. ఐ వెంట్
individually you went,
Individually.
not in under any organization.
అందరితో అడుక్కొని పోయాను. అక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, అది ఇది అని చూసుకునేదానికి పోయాను. బాగా ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అయినది, బాగా చూశాను. అందరూ బాగా రెస్పెక్ట్ ఇచ్చారు. అందరూ ఇట్లా నేను వచ్చినాను అంటే అందరూ గౌరవం ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు బాగా. సో దెన్ ఐ came to introduce that Dalit Foundation organization. So I applied. So I got a fellowship to work with Dalit community in the rural area, Pavgoda.
That is second year.
2001, I think.
One. After this money, everything got spent.
Yeah, everything is
1 lakh was spent.
1 lakh was spent.
And your marriage?
95 I married.
95. Your wife didn't oppose anything.
Beginning she opposed actually. Then 96 and 97, 96 actually, there was one incident happened in our Pavgoda. Pavgoda is a Naxal belt area actually. Naxal belt area. There are some activists are working there. They have killed one landlord there, 96. So this incident became a very bad shape. That dominant caste people gathered and they have burned the Dalit colony.
Completely.
People are escaped from the village, but houses, cattle, this and all, they have burned. That time the people who are there, the Dalit community, our community people, they have scattered like our wife is one side, husband is one side, children are one side, they have run away from the village. So that time I went there. I went there and I started to bring the people one side, one area. Then that time I told these people who were the activists killed them. We don't know actually who's these people. They told we are all leftist people. Leftist people, we are radically, we are working like that. They are focused. But myself and some of my friends had a doubt. These people are not like that. They look like not like that. They are money-making people and fake Naxalites actually. So because of these, Madigas are getting very bad name in the police, government and politicians and other people. Because Madigas not ready for that radical approach activities. They are very poor, they are very innocent, they don't know anything. How can we motivate them for the radical approach? So that's what we told that activist. See, now onwards we are here, we are looking care of them. Please don't do anything, you please go from the area. So, regarding these, in Bangalore and Pavagada, several meetings held in my house only,
Mm-hmm.
in my house.
Either in Bangalore or in Pavagada.
If we went in Pavagada, that is in my own house. If it is held in the Bangalore, this is in my rented house here. My wife and I am staying in the rented house here. Night and day meetings, several meetings and all. So during the meeting, I explained my wife about all these issues and all. So she also get ready to leave me for community work.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, she didn't oppose me for going community work without the job, without things and all. But after that, 2-3 years, we faced a lot of problems.
Like
Family problem. Family problem is managing family.
money.
Financial problem.
Mm.
Rent you're supposed to pay. You're supposed to eat every day. That is the expenditure. So many things we faced problem. But somehow I managed it. Later, the Dalit Foundation and some other friends, so many good friends are here. They have all contributed for my work. So like that we are going.
So when did you form this organization?
2005 we formed.
Tell me that history.
So 2005.
So that 1 year you were roaming.
Uh,
That is 2004.
2, 3, 4 and all.
2, 3, 4 you're roaming without any organization.
The organization. By the time some of the senior friends suggested that why can't you register the organization legally? If you set up, you can get more support like that. By the time we have a little bit of difference in the starting NGOs,
But this different opinion came from left background
left
thinking.
background thinking.
That is very bad thinking, right?
Maybe that is another angle of discussing actually. I also came realized after long time.
What was the realizing?
Realize means see that's what I am all the time remembering Ambedkar. Ambedkar thinking and leftist thinking. There are a lot of differences there, lot of gap is there. See, most of my leftist friends, senior friends, who are all teaching me about the organizations, about my life, my education, all those things. Everything they have not done.
They only taught.
They only talk.
Okay.
About education they told, because I discontinued in second PUC, plus 2. I have not continued to plus 2. I have discontinued because I was very busy with the leftist activities. Organizing workshop, these and all. That time they have teacher. What this education not teaching the ethical issue. This is only teaching the job oriented thing. This and all. So what, then I thought, then what is this education? No problem. If I not done also, no problem. I am ethically, I am very correct. Ethically, I am very correct. Why should we go for school? Why should we go for college? Okay, no problem. I discontinue. Same people who have teached like this, their children are studying in abroad now. Their studies are done engineering, this and all. Now they are professionals. I am unprofessional.
Okay. Even NGO also they discourage not to start.
Yeah, not to start. This is one. Second
Okay.
one that. Because, hey, you don't know, Dalits, one of the tool. One of the tool that you want to call the NGO starting and organization.
No, second thing you said. First thing was that. Second thing?
This NGO.
Say NGOs.
NGOs means initiating organizations or institutional going. They discouraged me actually. That is not. That is also one of the anti-Dalit process. They told that time. See, for Dalit, anti-Dalit development, the 4 things. One is the political parties, one is the upper caste leaders, third is the NGOs, fourth is the joining government job.
This four was their ideology
ideological,
to oppose.
oppose. I also that time
Believed.
believed and realized, yeah, maybe see, because who are all going to become a government employee, our community, that fellow is staying in some other, he never look back again in our community. Political parties always anti, upper caste people always anti. The NGOs, all upper caste people only started NGOs. They are not giving a good portion for ours. Like this, whether it is wrong or right, completely I believed. I believed and I started functioning on that actually. Then 2005 again we relooked at that. Some friends told, okay, somebodies are doing like that. Why you are doing like that? Of course, all NGOs are fraud. Okay, no problem. But what you are doing, that is also fraud. How can you think that is also fraud? Why can't you do right thing? Like this, the reverse they told. Then yeah, correct, no. See, you are wrong. Why should I also become wrong? I can go in the right way, no? Like that initiated this organization. So now that time I don't know who and all to take in the organization, how this will start. So who are there with me, the Safai Karmachari family member. So we are all get together, 10 people. We went for registration. Like that is registered. Name and all, I don't know what name I have to give. No problem, our tamta is there, na? Our dappu. Put our dappu. Because this dappu we beated for slavery work. All years slavery and the removing dead animals, dead human bodies and the entertainment of the upper caste people. That we have used. This is all service based actually. Now onwards we will beat our tamte for our liberation. We are not going to beat for slavery work. We are beating for our tamte for our liberation. So like this we thought that time roughly we thought like this, we started this service. It came like that.
Then Dalit Foundation, you found it very difficult to run.
We found very difficult to run, and also that is two, three things, technically and financially. Financially, we don't know how to mobilize the resource and how to write the NGO, you know, no, the majority of the English and good knowledge, good language, all those things needs actually, because these all things we don't have actually. We know only this Mariga culture, Dappu culture, this
To mobilize people.
to mobilize people. This is our majority strength. So then we tried so many areas actually. We went and met so many people. So people, they are also thinking, yeah, if you have this infrastructure, somehow we can support. Without infrastructure, how can we support? Okay, we will give some fellowship or we will give some contribution. Like that, small support still now we are getting and we are doing. But our work, what we thought to do, that work is again it is strengthening our work actually. Because we have focusing the manual scavenging issue, and because I am same community member, I know the scavenging community situations. So that's what very drastically we went through inside the community and we have started working. In that aspect, we segregated our work actually. That is there are three types of scavengers are there now. There is a children's are there is a youths are there, and the elders are there. So liberation or eradication or empowerment in the sense, we can't liberate our elder people who are engaged in sweeping, scavenging, because their health also not good now, their age is also not good. But youths are there and children are there. So we thought ultimately youths and children are our target. So children means their education. Education is the ultimate power for us. So we have started education centers in our area, children's education centers, and for youths we are trying to bring them out from that occupation and engaging in alternate employment and alternate skill building programs. This is our main. And third one is who are the elders are there. So they need some social security entitlements because they are worked last from 30 years, 25 years without anything. So they need some minimum wage, some entitlements like ration card, like a provident fund, like a minimum wage, and housing rights. So on this we are struggling now. So these are three types of work we are doing. At the same time, we have engaged in the various state and national level networks with the alliancing and getting collaboration with them, and increasing voices with the several peoples and several movements together. So this also one side is going on. So Tamate is the organization, small CBO, community based organization, but even small organization also coordinating with the several state level networks.
In 90s and 80s and 90s, I think, when you were studying, doing your 10th standard, you said Siddhalangaya, right? He used to come to your hostel.
Professor B. Krishna.
Krishnappa. Krishnappa used to come to your hostel. There'll be big discussion. DSS was your inspiration. But why didn't you join DSS? Why did you start Tamate?
No, that time.
And you
the
went to
connection
left
was
also.
Disconnected.
Why?
When I was in the hostel in Tumkur, that is happened. After I came Bangalore, my father-in-law brought me here for giving job. So there is a gap is disconnected. I came Bangalore. After that, I joined in the one hospital for job. There I got a connection with the leftist groups.
But no DSS connection.
No DSS.
Okay, one more thing. Sir, could you talk about different caste issues here? Dalit castes, which is dominant, which is...
So here in Karnataka, same like Tamil Nadu and Andhra, almost similar. But here little bit difference means there is a scheduled caste. Scheduled caste means so far we thought that is untouchable communities, untouchable, but not like in Karnataka. There is a touchables and untouchables.
Within
Group
Dalits.
is there.
Within Dalits.
Within Dalits. 101 castes are there in Dalit. There are touchables and untouchables. But untouchables only two communities, Mala and Madiga. Madigas are the major community population wise there. And also major problem challenge facing community also. Because Madigas are living in the most of the drought area of the Karnataka. And Malas are living in the most of the water irrigation area and good developed areas. So population wise Madigas are the highest, and the educationally, employment and socio-economically very backward and poor people are Madigas here. So because the Raichur, Gulbarga, if you take the drought areas, half of the Karnataka is a drought area. All these drought areas, the majority people are living Madigas. So they are migrating Bangalore, they are migrating Hubli Dharwad, they are migrating Pune. So overall migrating the people, majority people are becoming here in the town area sweepers. Sweepers are manual scrubbers. Some people are sweeping in the local bodies, some people are giant sweeping in the college, hostel, lodges, they are here. But ultimately sweeping job they are doing. And in the dominant or whatever we call is the if we take a reservation policy, reservation sharing and all, here who are the non-SC or non-untouchable communities are there. Malas are dominant, but
Malas means in Karnataka, do they call Malas or Adi
Volaya,
Karnataka? Volaya. Okay.
And in other caste called Lambani and Bovi, they are not untouchables, but they are SC in Karnataka.
They are not untouchables.
They are not untouchables. So majority of the reservation they are grabbing.
Lambani,
Bovi.
Bovi and Adi Karnataka. That is Volayas.
So rural Madigas are very left out.
Okay, this Madigas, could you talk different? Because I know in Mysore there are Chakliyars, Tamil speaking, and even here there are many...
From the Coimbatore and all this.
So that do they also, you consider Madigas, them also as Madigas? So that there are Parayas from
Malas.
Tamil Nadu.
Malas.
They are Malas. But they are laborers here, right? They are not educated also.
No, see, from Erode, Salem, these Dharampuri, these people who have migrated for years, actually their liberated Malas.
How do you say?
See, migration also not a easy work actually. Leaving that their own place and coming another place, staying there and facing this another place problem, challenges and all. That is also a very big challenging thing. So that time where pariahs came here, migrated, they are little bit of knowledgeable people. Suppose if you take a Shumaga, one district called Shumaga, Bhadravati, this side, there are more pariahs are there. They came 70-75 years back here. They came as a construction laborers. When they construct the dam, in the Mysore dam and other dams, they came that time. So they got a land here, they
No, but
got a
actually-
house here.
But Ranganathan, you know Ranganathan, there is a person called Ranganathan
Where?
in Shumaga.
Ah,
He said it is Chakliers who he lives there. He was shocked to find so many Chakliers are there.
ah.
So that one thing is I want to know is discrimination you face between Holayas and Madiyas.
See, basically, there is a discrimination between Malas and Madhas.
Like, no, you forget Malas.
Huh.
That is Andhra Pradesh context. Holayas.
Okay, Valia.
Holayas and Madiyas.
Valias and Madhas. There is a caste discrimination.
What are the kinds of discrimination you face?
Discrimination means we are not entering their houses, they are not entering our houses.
Is
That
it?
is mandatory.
But some people say that Madiyas think that we are bigger than Malas. Malas think that we are bigger than Madiyas.
Maybe you think
No,
that
there is,
also no problem. In our rural area, very shame that if they enter in our house,
Okay.
Malas if enter in our house, we are feel very shame. Okay. Same thing, they are also not allowed to us to enter in their houses.
Okay.
This is common, very very common. Now also, tomorrow also.
Holayas.
Valias.
Okay.
Yeah, Valias.
Why do you say Malas, Malas?
This is a Valia is Kannada word actually. Mala is Madhya word.
Telugu word, yeah.
So-
But Karnatalikas also will be watching this video. So that is Holaya. Are there marriages, atrocities between these communities? Violence between Holayas and Madiyas?
No, not like that Valia atrocities. Only this discrimination.
Oh, they won't. Okay.
Not atrocities means beating, that is
Nothing.
not happening. Only this,
Not like in Tamil Nadu.
not like that. Tamil Nadu like the Pariya and other things that struggles are not like that. Actually, in our area, if you take a Tumkur or Chitradurga, this side, drought area, Mala Madhiyas have a discrimination, but
United.
relationship is there.
Oh.
Relationship. But discrimination is there.
Okay, is there a Kannada speaking scavenging community in Karnataka?
Huh?
What is that name?
Madhiyas.
No, now you are confusing me. You are combining all into one Madhya category. But there is a different name they would have been called, right? Madhya is a Telugu name.
No, yeah. Madhiga, Telugu. Kannada also Madhiga.
But there is Adi Karnataka. There are different
No,
castes.
that is the politics. That is Adi Karnataka, Adi Dravida is that is the name. It's a big politics actually. See, where and all Malas are Mala, so Valia community living in Mysuru, Hasana, Bangalore rural, this side, they called Adi Karnataka. Adi Karnataka. They are also Valia. Okay. In our side, drought area, like Tumkur, Chitradurga, Ballari, this area, Mala is called Adi Dravida.
Okay.
This is little ulta is there,
Okay, okay.
ulta Sida. In Mysore, old Mysore, new Mysore, Bangalore, Madhiga is called Adi Dravida.
In Mysore, there are these Chakliers, right?
So Chaklier, few people who came from Tamil Nadu.
They are Chakliers or?
No, for themselves they are Chakliers. For Karnataka they are Madhigas.
Okay. Telugu speaking Madhyas.
Telugu speaking
So that is there a Kannadiya speaking scavenging caste?
Language not like that.
No, like mother tongue. Like you speak Telugu, right? Is there a Kannadiya speaking?
Yeah.
What is the name, caste name?
Madhigas.
Again. Okay, then what happened to the Hindi population? There are Bangis.
No, that is no Bangis are not Hindis. They Telugu sir.
Bangi, no, there was this Hindi-speaking population who poured shit and protested, right? 3-4
They are
years.
Telugus. They are Anandpur people. They are not Hindi people.
సార్ ఇక్కడ ఉండే దళిత్ ఇంటలెక్చువల్స్లో పెద్ద పెద్ద వాళ్ళు డిఎస్ఎస్లో ఉండేవాళ్ళు వాళ్ళు ఎంఆర్పిఎస్ డిమాండ్ని ఎట్లా చూస్తారు ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్పండి.
They are looking very narrow. They are supposed to look very broader level, and they are supposed to take that issue very analytical perspective. But unfortunately, like our Devnur Mahadev is one of the main intellectual person in the Walia community, also Dalit movement. He never opened properly about this issue, whether it is wrong or right. This is one. And like same, several leaders are there. See, they are the responsible for this issue. They have to open their mouth and they can say rightly, because this is the issue of social justice issue. Because this reservation issue is not only for Madigas issue. This is the 101 scheduled caste issues. There are lot of most marginalized communities are there. Even still today, they have never seen about the reservation word. They have never taken any share. So we are talking about all those things, all those communities' perspective, not only Madigas perspective. Madigas have initiated this issue. That's all. Okay, because the government who are the responsibility, who are the High Court or Supreme Court, who have given a Supreme Court judgment, their responsibility to review this reservation sharing, how it is going on, whether it is reaching unreached people also, that they have to do actually. But unfortunately, never they have done any work on this. Any government, even central government, state government. That is the one community, that Madiga community have initiated this process 15 years back. In the India and Andhra and South India, all the states actually. This is a very appreciable issue actually. All the people have to support actually. So, but unfortunately, here Karnataka Dalit leaders who are the Valaya and other people, they are misguiding the communities. Misguiding the community, and I don't know why they are very anti about this issue, and they are not talking properly. Sometimes they are, yeah, that is also good. Sometimes they are saying why that it is not a proper, it is irrational, like that and all they are talking. But legally, even the Dr. Balgopal EPW article Dalit among Dalit, very very clearly he wrote actually why reservation is need. That guts and that thinking attitude not there in our Dalit community leaders.
So there was a DSS split. There are many DSS.
See,
Is there any?
Here splitted for two causes. One is the subgroup, another one is the political thing. See, during 1990, these people, when the Professor Krishnappa told to join, to support the political party which is the nearest our community, BSP, Bahujan concept. Because Bahujan concept, Kansaram concept, everything is that time is very very essential. So he suggested as a
Krishnappa from which caste?
he is from Madiga. He as a leader, as a sympathizer, as a founder of the Dalit movement, he suggested.
Telugu speaking Madiga.
No, Kannada speaking. Okay. That time these people who are Walia leaders, they told that no, we are not able to support for the political parties. We have to go as a struggle movement. DSS should be remain as a struggle movement. Like that they told. Okay, then whoever interesting, they can come with me and we can go for support the political party, because ultimate Ambedkar goal, Ambedkar told that political power is ultimate power for Dalit. Like that they went. These people who told have remained as a the movement, the struggle movement. They what they did actually, silently they went and grabbed the post, political party post, MLC, the corporation chairman, board.
Then itself.
They did so.
In 90s.
So what is this? What is this? See, these people only told we don't want any political power, we don't want any political party affiliation or anything which they don't want. They want to remain as a struggle movement. So they have to remain as a struggle movement now. How they went and occupy the political positions? So this is what we are telling. There, the people, they don't have proper perspective on Dalit development.
That reservation question?
Same thing, reservation question also, they're doing drama now. They're doing now, no, reservation, if you go for like that issue, we're going to divide.
Who's saying this?
The Valaya people.
Who are the people? Name some.
Like Sillingaya, like our Devnur. These, there are all the people. Actually.
Nobody support classifying the
Actually,
reservation.
The beginning, the Mavali Shankar all supported actually. After that, Mavali Shankar also turned actually. So this is the thing. So see, what I am telling, this reservation issue is not only Madigas issue or Malas issue. And also, we are telling Malas have taken a lot of shares. That is, we are not going to putting blame on them actually, because they are in that situation, because they are well grown, they are all lived in the Mysore, this area, good situation area. They got information, they got knowledge, they got education, they grabbed some reservation. That is not a problem at all actually. Of course, they are all our brothers. Okay. Now the Sadashiva Commission, Justice Sadashiva Commission has given a report, 6%, 5% and 3%, 1% sharing. For these people have not opening their voice. So that's what I am, my personal opinion that these people are playing game. See, discrimination is there among Mala Valia. So sorry, Madiga and Valia. This is the cultural discrimination is there. This is not only a present discrimination or after reservation discrimination. This is culturally we are separate actually. Their culture is different, our culture is different. But socially we are untouchable, that's all. Okay, even if it is not done a separate reservation, we are separate only. Even if it is done a reservation, we are separate only. Even still today, same people who are talking about the reservation, these people, why they have not collaborated, why they have not brought Madigas and Valayas in joint form, still now. Why they have not started the intercaste marriage among the Malas and Madigas. Even till today, we are not entering, we are feeling shame if you enter their house. They are also not entering our house. This is the problem is there actually. So that's what reservation also same thing only. Reservation is, this is a social justice. This is not only for Madiga, this is the 101 small caste issues.